I don't believe in goodbyes, I believe in adventures. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Beautiful creatures. Today we are talking about something that is so important. It will change not only your whole life, but it will also change the lives of everyone else around you if you share this information with them. So hit the like button, hit subscribe, and let's get into it. So today's video is all about negative ions and why they matter. So essentially, when we are around our cell phones and we either live in cities or we have TVs in every room and we're around electricity all the time, we have a different rhythm that happens within our bodies because there's all this EMF radiation happening. So the best thing you can do for yourself, for your health and your well-being and your long-term stability, is to start using EMF protection. So for people who work in office buildings, it's very important that you do this and have these things around you all the time, because when we are in heavy metal buildings, the electric charge stays in there and it just creates this massive current. So if you live in a place like New York City or you live in a high-rise building, then you absolutely need to go extreme with this, because it's not just your own stuff that is radiating, it's everyone else's stuff. So if you happen to live next to like an electrical closet in a big building or work next to one, then you want to do this for sure. And I'm telling you, it will make you feel so much better, so much more energized, and so much more at ease. Essentially, when you have a lot of radiation, your energy can feel really slumpy, you can feel tired, you can have aches, you can have pains, you can have headaches all the time, and your energy centers, your chakras, as many people call it, become misaligned. And it's not because your body is truly misaligned or that your energy is bad, it's that you actually can't center and ground yourself because you have all these interferences. So in nature, you have negative ions, and negative ions, ironically, are what we refer to as positive energy. So if you go and you hug a tree, it will start giving you this negative ion charge, and computers and technology, they have positive ions. So when people say go ground yourself, they're not exactly talking about visualizing a grounding cord. That's great too. What they truly are trying to say is that you need to change your ionic charge, because maybe you've been taking in too many positive ions, which are negative for your health. So here's how you can do this. You can get a grounding mat that you either sit on or put in front of your computer while you're typing, and you can buy it on Amazon, and that will help you a lot, especially when you're working on your computer. Like I have one, and I can work twice as long and produce the same level of quality in my work. But when I'm not using my grounding mat while I am working, and mine's a blanket that plugs into the wall. When I'm not using it, I have these like peaks and valleys in my energy, and I have to take a lot more breaks, and I also just can't really push through and get things done efficiently. It's like I'm a little foggy and stagnant. So that's one way you can do it. You can get a grounding mat or a grounding blanket, as I have, and you can also get things like bracelets. So this is a bracelet that is a grounding bracelet, and on the inside of it, it has all these really amazing stones and magnets. So I'm actually going to take it off and show it to you. I got this one just to try it out. I watched an entire podcast about how bad the radiation is in buildings, and I've lived in New York City for so many years, almost a decade, and I notice a huge difference when I do implement these things in my life and when I don't. So I sometimes have a lot of joint pain, and when I have all of the EMF protection stuff going, I actually have way less joint pain. So this is the inside of the bracelet, and I'm just gonna show it to you. And you have geranium, and you have, I think, black tourmaline and the magnets, and then the red is supposed to be something that's like a negative ion charge, but I don't really know that much about it, and I just kind of bought this on a whim, and I really like it, and I notice a huge difference. So that's another example of a way that you can protect your energy from the charge. And then also I have these things for my laptop and for my computer and for my iPad and everything. And so essentially they are these little, like, I don't know if I have any in here, I don't, but they're just these little stickers that you put on your electronics. And for bigger electronics, you probably should do more, and they help block the radiation or the frequency that comes off of your electronic device. So if you're always talking and you have your phone next to your head, or you sleep with your phone under your pillow, then you need to get this, and also consider taking time away from your electronics. Other things you can do if you work in an office building are, or if you are living in a high-rise building or in a place where you're feeling a lot of, like, you just have headaches all the time, you might really benefit from getting anti-EMF clothing. So they make hats, they make scarves and blankets, and they make all kinds of things. So look into that, and you might find that it helps you a lot. Just take note of how you feel when you're using the anti-EMF tools and when you're not. So the hats and scarves and things you can find on Amazon, and I'll link some below so that you can see. And I really encourage you to also just start looking into different things that would help you, that also match your personal style, and also are things that you truly would use and are easy. The easier you make it for yourself, the better. That's why I went for a bracelet, because if I just leave it on all the time, I don't have to keep remembering to do the anti-EMF protection. So I also spoke about the grounding blanket that I have, and the grounding blanket I bought on Amazon as well, and you plug it into the wall and you just put it at the very bottom, and that's a grounding cord essentially. So like the electricity that we get starts from the earth, and you have to ground down to activate electricity. So you have to ground into the earth, so you can actually pull the earth's energy into your home using the grounding cord or the grounding plug, which is really easy and it's really effective, and it really is so powerful. I'm amazed at how much it changed, even just like the way my sinuses feel, like the way that my lymphatic system is operating is so much better than it was before. I used to get headaches all the time and I could never figure out why, and a lot of it did have to do with EMF radiation. So the grounding blankets are things that you can also just put on your bed when you sleep, and sometimes doing things while you're sleeping, like having anti-EMF radiation stuff going overnight, will help you restore and replenish your body, and it will be a lot more powerful than trying to just stick in 15 minutes there, 15 minutes here, and you never remember, and then you're wondering where you put the cord. So make it easy on yourself and give it a try. Start with something small, like putting the stickers on your electronics. You can put them on your microwave, you can put them on your TV, you really can put them on anything. So yeah, just give it a try, see how it goes, and it will help you significantly, especially with all the new 5G controversy that's going on. Whether you are believing the 5G issues or not, I'm not here to debate any side, but regardless, it does call to our attention that we are having a lot of radiation going through the air that may cause some health problems. So it's great to just kind of look into it and do your own mini experiment, like getting the stickers, and see how you feel. Okay, thanks for joining today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
DS and Gupta from lovethealchemist.com. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for inspirational content that comes out daily. I love comments. I love to hear about what you're looking for. So do not be a stranger. I love you guys.